What if the key to transforming your life lies in a tiny, overlooked part of your brain? A hidden powerhouse that grows stronger every time you face the things you dread most. Buckle up, because I'm about to take you on a journey into the fascinating world of neuroscience, where a little-known brain structure called the anterior midcingulate cortex holds the secret to unlocking your willpower, resilience, and even your will to live. This isn't just science. It's a game changer for anyone who's ever felt stuck, uninspired, or like something's missing. By the end of this, you'll not only understand how to build an unshakable mind, but also feel fired up to take on the challenges you've been avoiding. Let's dive in. Deep in the folds of your brain lies the anterior midcingulate cortex, a name that sounds like a mouthful, sure, but don't let it intimidate you. Think of it as your brain's inner warrior, the part that lights up when you do the hard stuff, the stuff you really don't want to do. Forget the cookie-cutter motivational quotes or life hacks flooding your social media feed. This is the real deal, backed by cutting-edge research on humans, not lab mice, showing that this brain region is the key to building mental toughness. It's not about adding more tasks to your to-do list or grinding through work you enjoy. It's about confronting the discomfort, the friction, the suck, those moments when every fiber of your being screams, "I can't do this," and doing it anyway. Here's where it gets wild. Studies show that the anterior midcingulate cortex actually grows when you push through tasks you hate. Imagine that. Your brain physically changes, becoming stronger, more resilient when you tackle the things that scare you. For example, when people commit to exercising 3 extra hours a week, even though they'd rather binge Netflix, this brain area bulks up. When someone trying to lose weight resists that tempting slice of pizza, it gets a boost. Athletes who constantly push their limits have larger anterior midcingulate cortices. Even more striking, this region stays robust in people who live long, vibrant lives, and it grows in those who face challenges head-on and come out victorious. Scientists are starting to believe this isn't just a seat of willpower. It might be the very core of your will to live. Now let's talk about what this means for you. If you're carrying extra weight, research shows your anterior midcingulate cortex is likely smaller than average. But here's the good news. Start dieting, stick to it, and watch that brain region grow. If you're someone who shies away from challenges, your cortex might be on the smaller side too. But face those fears, overcome obstacles, and it expands. This isn't some fixed trait you're born with or without. Everyone, unless they've got serious brain damage, has 2 of these cortices, one on each side of the brain. You've got the hardware. It's just a matter of activating it. What if the key to transforming your life lies in a tiny, overlooked part of your brain? A hidden powerhouse that grows stronger every time you face the things you dread most. Buckle up, because I'm about to take you on a journey into the fascinating world of neuroscience, where a little-known brain structure called the anterior midcingulate cortex holds the secret to unlocking your willpower, resilience, and even your will to live. This isn't just science. It's a game changer for anyone who's ever felt stuck, uninspired, or like something's missing. By the end of this, you'll not only understand how to build an unshakable mind, but also feel fired up to take on the challenges you've been avoiding. Let's dive in. But here's the kicker. This brain region is like a muscle that needs constant exercise. Build it up by facing your fears today, and it grows. Slack off tomorrow and it starts to shrink. It's not a one-and-done deal. Think of it like sobriety, as one wise friend put it. There's a cure for addiction, but it only works one day at a time. You've got to renew your commitment daily, choosing to step into the hard stuff over and over. That's what separates those who thrive from those who stay stuck. When I first stumbled across this research, I was floored. I've been geeking out on neuroscience since I was 20, teaching neuroanatomy to medical students, rattling off brain regions like the amygdala, fear central, and the prefrontal cortex, your planning HQ. But the anterior mid-cingulate cortex? This was a revelation. It's not just another brain part. It's a beacon of hope, proof that willpower isn't some mystical gift reserved for the elite. It's something you can build, day by day, choice by choice. And the more I learned, the more I knew I had to share this with someone who embodies this truth. David Goggins. If you don't know Goggins, he's the guy who turned himself from a self-described nobody into a Navy SEAL, ultra-marathon runner, and living legend of mental toughness. His life is a testament to what happens when you lean into the suck. When I told him about the anterior mid-cingulate cortex, his eyes lit up. "That's how I've lived my entire life," he said. "People tell me I was blessed with a strong mind. Blessed? Hell no. I built it. Years, decades of suffering, going back into the hard stuff when I wanted to run the other way." Goggins gets it because he's lived it. He's the guy who hates the cold water but dives in anyway, who dreads the long runs but laces up his shoes, who faces the demons in his head every single day and comes out swinging. And that's why his story resonates with so many. He's not selling you a shortcut or a feel-good mantra. He's showing you the raw, gritty truth. To grow your willpower, you've got to do the work you don't want to do. This discovery is one of the most profound in neuroscience because it flips the script on how we think about success. It's not about passion, purpose, or waking up with a smile. It's about the moments when you wake up feeling like a failure, when the voice in your head says, "You can't do this," and you fight back. It's about having that brutal, honest conversation with yourself and choosing to act despite the doubt. That's where the anterior mid-cingulate cortex thrives, and that's where you find who you really are. What if the key to transforming your life lies in a tiny, overlooked part of your brain, a hidden powerhouse that grows stronger every time you face the things you dread most? Buckle up, because I'm about to take you on a journey into the fascinating world of neuroscience, where a little-known brain structure called the anterior mid-cingulate cortex holds the secret to unlocking your willpower, resilience, and even your will to live. This isn't just science. It's a game changer for anyone who's ever felt stuck, uninspired, or like something's missing. By the end of this, you'll not only understand how to build an unshakable mind, but also feel fired up to take on the challenges you've been avoiding. Let's dive in. Your purpose, your peace, yourself isn't hiding in comfort or success. It's buried in the moments when you're scared, when you're tired, when you want to give up, but don't. That's where you uncover the 75% of you that's still locked away, the potential, the grit, the soul you've yet to meet. Most people never find it because they're afraid to look. They'd rather stay in their small, safe box than risk the pain of growth. But you've got a choice. What if the key to transforming your life lies in a tiny, overlooked part of your brain, a hidden powerhouse that grows stronger every time you face the things you dread most? Buckle up, because I'm about to take you on a journey into the fascinating world of neuroscience, where a little-known brain structure called the anterior mid-cingulate cortex holds the secret to unlocking your willpower, resilience, and even your will to live. This isn't just science. It's a game changer for anyone who's ever felt stuck, uninspired, or like something's missing. By the end of this, you'll not only understand how to build an unshakable mind, but also feel fired up to take on the challenges you've been avoiding. Let's dive in. The beauty of this is that it's universal. You don't need money, status, or a fancy degree. You just need the courage to act. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. Not because the tasks get less scary, but because you get stronger. You start to trust yourself. You start to see that the only thing holding you back is you. Let's wrap this up with a call to action. I want you to share this knowledge with someone who needs it. Maybe it's a friend who's struggling, a colleague who's lost their spark, or even yourself when you're staring down a tough day. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's one thing you're going to do this week that you don't want to do? How are you going to lean into the suck? And if this resonated with you, follow the channel for more insights like this, because we're just getting started. Together, let's build a community of people who aren't afraid to face the hard stuff, who know that the path to greatness runs straight through the fire. The anterior midcingulate cortex isn't just a brain region. It's a reminder that you're capable of more than you think. You're not missing anything except the willingness to fight for it. So go out there, embrace the challenge, and unlock the warrior within. Your brain, your will, and your life will thank you.